All right, we're gonna play another game against Renoir. He says he's switching up the deck, so hopefully, I think the deck showed its power against his deck. It just ended up losing, but you can see how this deck, if it gets good draws, can really put a lot of pressure really quickly. I like the Gaia's that gives hexproof indestructible, but I underrated how much that trample and the combination trample and reach. So reach is good on defense, and then trample being give me the kind of the out to like really put a lot of pressure on the opponent. Let's go ahead and mulligan a one lander. Okay, 2 lands and a wayfinder. This is great. Ragged Recluse. Okay, let's just bin the horror, because that's going to be the hardest one to get out of our hand. Drawing a land immediately is not where I want it to be. Alright, so we got probably ninjas, in which case not having removal game 1 is going to really give him a huge advantage to start off the game. I guess in Explorer there's only one ninja that's really powerful. So let's see. Is it a zombie deck? Oh, a zombie deck. Okay. Alright, so the zombie synergies, there's like stuff that brings back from graveyard. So, and then he has got flyers. I'm just staring at my lands, and unfortunately, I can't play this this turn unless I draw an untapped land. Let's see. Nope. Okay. So I'll get down the Necromass on, well, if I draw an untapped land, that would be the ideal. Then I can play both of these. Or actually, never mind, even if I drew an untapped land. Unless I chump block. Is it worth it to get this one out one faster? Then my elite is slightly larger. I'm going to keep the random 1/1 around, just in case his removal is sacrifice based. So let's see if he can use his zombie token. Yep. Nice. So blew back the zombies. And some zombies. Okay, so the 1/1 will actually maybe be a little bit relevant. Yeah, so I could cycle this, but then I wouldn't have enough untapped to play both of those. I'm just thinking if I value a card, a 3/3 that gains me a little bit of life, or rather than a big beater. So I think he would have potentially like removal. So I think I run out my least desirable of the cards. All right. So I got a 3/3 on defense that can potentially crack back and gain me a little bit of life. And the next turn I can unload my elite and my Necromass. Okay. It's got four snowlands in play. Okay. Not doing any good holding this back. Maybe scare him to not block with the priest if I had the Mogus. I potentially am tempted to cycle this to try to draw into the Mogus. See, the Writhing Necromass is probably, it's actually, it dies where the Liana's Elite doesn't. Oh wait, I can get them both down, so yeah, forget about cycling, I just need to get both of these down. So I need to erase this 2 lifelink pecking away at me in the air. But if he has a land drop, then his priest can kill my Necromass. Let's see if the Mogus's favor was on top or second from the top. if I cycled both of these to try to find, I guess if it was second from the top, I wouldn't have been able to play it. Looks like he's missing his land drop at least, so the priest is not online, so I get to swing with my Necromass for one turn before he can remove it. Right. Okay, let's go ahead. Cycle this. Okay, let's gain some life, steal some damage. Okay, I realize that he's going to kill my 1/1. Yeah, maybe I want to main deck the Gaias to threaten instant speed trample. Right now, all of my other trample spells are not instant speed, so that may be an argument that Gaia's Blessing is better. Oh, he didn't kill my guy. Well, let's see what he's got for me. I thought that would be the turn that he kills my Wayfinder to get rid of a blocker. So he must have a 5-mana spell. Okay, that's what he has in his hand. This shrinks my elites a little bit. But my Trampler is still probably going to be lethal. So he's going to take 2 creatures out of my graveyard. So I got 6 6s and the 5/5. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I will have lethal if he if I draw the one-time give him all my creatures trample. So let's try to draw into that. Not gonna do it. Yeah, so like I have to kind of attack in, and then he could just chump and chump. Oh, and I totally forgot that he has the 3/4 on defense. That was a mistake. Yeah, so he can priest, kill my Odious Witch, and then so I'm at 6 life after you count in what he has in the air, and then he has 1. So actually, I don't necessarily die unless he has another removal spell. He's got 2 removal spells, but then he could kill me. That's 1 removal spell. Does he have the other one for my Wayfinder? In which case, it was a really, really bad mistake. Okay, that's lethal too. GG's. Let's see if he sees it. I think he'll see it. Oh, he can get rid of my removal, or my creature. GG's. Even if I kept back my 3/3, I don't think I was winning that. Alright, so let's control his graveyard. He does have a lot of 1 toughness, so let's bring in 2 of those. Okay, let's bring in, I've been talking it up a storm. Gaia's Gift, instant speed trample. Do I want to gain a little bit of life? I don't think so. Does he have enchantments? No. Okay. And I don't think, this is just too cost inefficient to, I guess I could play it as just a blocker. Sure, let's consider that. Trespasser's Curse seems good against him. Raised Draugr, I don't think I want to be there. Debt, I don't think I want to be there. Run-a-Fell. Run-a-Fell is efficient against his 3 mana. Biograph. Biograph is going to be a liability against his. Okay, let's take out the Mass Vandal that I have main deck. So that's probably not going to do much. All right. I'm bringing in a different trample. That's why I'm cutting the one that gives my other creatures trample. I guess I'm gonna go down on these. I'll go down to one of those. I think it's a reasonable size body. Yeah, I have so much better things to be doing though. On reunion. Let's do it with that. So this is the second matchup that I've cited out the Ragged Recluses. So maybe they're not that good of a card. Or maybe I'm inappropriately citing them out. What I'm thinking is like there he had like enough 4 toughness that attacking is not going to really be that, and then blocking, I don't want to be like in a standstill with him blocking. All right, I'm on the play. I think on the draw this would have been a keep, or with 1 cycler this could have been a keep, but I don't think I can keep that. Okay, that's a lot of lands, but I'm going to keep that in the bottom of land. Okay, so Satyr Wayfinder, dump some creatures, make my Necromass cheap enough so I can get it down early. Potentially a turn 3 Necromass. Okay, well, my sideboard cards came to play. I milled one of them that I'm not going to be able to get back, but the Moguses having it in my graveyard is going to be awesome. So I think I go ahead and cycle one of these deserts. See if I draw something more relevant to play this turn. I'll go ahead and play one of these because I want to bring back a creature with the Courier. So he knows I have a thing in hand. So we'll bring back the Elite. Okay, let's go ahead and attack first. See if he wants to make my Necromass cheaper. Nope. Okay, so gain life. Courier Bat. My 1/1. And make my Necromass cost more. A little bit of anti-synergy here. Just drew the wrong half of the deck. There we go. Okay, let's start with a creature cycle, I think. And then drawing that land means I can cycle this Horror. I guess I had an untapped land anyways. Okay, let's go ahead and attack. I should have attacked first. Not a big deal. Okay. So I like playing the Elite this turn, and then I can play the Wayfinder next turn and make it grow. Okay, so he just didn't have a functional draw that game. My draw wasn't too hot, but it was good enough. All right. I'll add in another Snakeskin, just in case the game plays out a similar way. I just want to protect my creature. Overwhelming Remorse is a 1-mana removal spell I kind of like. Again, keeping 2 landers I don't think is that greedy. Just sometimes they don't pay off. All right, I'm going to cut one of these. You know what? He probably has exile stuff from my graveyard, so probably don't want to play too many Courier Bats. Let's see if I have something better to play. Okay, let's make this swap. So I'm not going to go for digging out of my graveyard. The only thing I'm digging out of my graveyard is the Moguses because it's so good. But everything else I'm just going to play straight up. All right, let's try this. So technically, with the Recluses, I only have, with only 1 Recluse, I only have 9 threats, like 9 big beefy threats. So I'm probably a little short. There's probably a reason where you probably don't want to set out all your Recluses if you're going to keep in the Courier Bats. I thought I lagged out, but we're good. All right, so on the draw, I've got 2 cyclers and I have a dual land that I can use. So this is, or I have 4 cyclers. This is definitely a keep. I might miss my second land drop, but this is totally a solid hand. All right, I got it. Let's see if I can cycle into a untapped land since get my cycling going even faster. Okay. Again, if I cycle into an untapped land, actually, if I cycled into an untapped land, I shouldn't have played it. I should have saved it for this turn. All right, so let's go ahead and Wayfinder for a land. All right. Tap land, again, slowing me down a little bit. I drew my 2 out of my 3 cycle lands. But it happens. I'm just hitting my land drops. Haven't missed one yet. Alright. On his end... Oof. Looks like he missed pretty big. So he might have the 5 mana exile this turn. If I play my elite, I risk it dying because, or not dying, but. So do I want to try to get my Necromancers into play? So I could do 2 cycles, and if I cycle and I hit any swamps, I can play them both this turn. Otherwise, just playing a Liana's Elite that I can't block with for fear that he might shrink it and then make it die. Kind of like getting the 5/5s in play, because the Liliana's I don't think is going to be as big as this one, and I can at least guaranteed get 1 5/5, and if I drew another swamp I could have. All right, I think that was a reasonable play, even though it didn't work out the most optimal. I think that this case of the worst case scenario of not drawing the swamp is also very reasonable. I get a 5/5 in play. And this one can block without fear of getting shrunk. And I also cycled a bunch to try to hit more land drops for this upcoming turn. What is this? I've never... Creature died this turn, venture into the dungeon. Interesting. Alright, let's go ahead and attack in. I can trade this off if he wants to trade. Okay. Alright. I think I just take this turn to get down my Necromancer and my Reaver. But I just have to keep in mind that this is only a 5/5 if he exiles 2 creatures from my graveyard. And now he can exile potentially still 2 creatures from my graveyard. I guess technically 3 if he has all 3 of his in his hand are okay. Exiled. Alright, are we scrying? I have creature to sack for his. Okay. It's unfortunate that all of these dungeons, there's like one that's by far the best. Ooh, that's a nice surprise. So let's go ahead and attack with both. So this is going to be a nice trick. Okay, I trample over. I think that's worth it. I keep a 5/5 in play, and I get some free trample damage in. Okay, so now we have 1 free cycle. So by doing that, I don't get an elite in play, but I keep a 5/5 and I get another 5/5, so it works out almost the same. I mean, the elite would be slightly bigger, so I would be basically have the trample trick in my hand. Yeah, actually, probably having the trample this turn would have been more ideal. Okay. So I'm glad I got my Necromancers out of my hand. And I have no way to bring him back anyways. He might have another kill spell. Alright. Let's see. blocker. That's unfortunate. All right, let's cycle for trample. I don't think I have any trample, actually, now that I think of it. I have another untapped land, so I can play my elite. Okay. The Wayfinder, like he can just like block of your end step. I guess technically I had fine with this. Oof. Let's see. Hopefully it assigns it correctly. Yeah, just does 1 and 1, and then it does it. I always forget if I have to correctly order blockers against Death Touch. All right. I got lethal this turn. Let's see if he can come up with a couple answers. Okay. Let's see, you can have a kill spell or a blocker. Okay, doesn't do it. Oh yeah, so he has a kill spell for it, but he's still dead. Jeez. Alright, so better showing against zombies. GG's.